How understanding your creative workflow can change your life. Have you ever read a book that just seemed to drone on and on? Or an article that may have made a lot of sense but didn't really have that spark that you need to capture your interest? If so, then it is highly likely that these things were written out of the author's integrity. Maybe they were tired that day, or perhaps they simply didn't care about the things they were writing about. In either case, the fact is that they were not in a creative zone that helped them to produce their best possible work, and it shows. A lot of people believe that achieving their goals has to be strict and schedule-based, but sometimes putting rigid guidelines on creativity can actually stifle the creative process rather than help it. When we are trying to force ourselves to sit down and create on a schedule, then there are bound to be problems. The Greeks used the idea of a muse existing because they believed that creativity was something that came from outside the self, that it visited us when it wanted to, not when we wanted it to. Whether you believe in a muse or not, the fact of the matter is that sometimes, the inspiration to create simply isn't there. That can be challenging for some, even discouraging. But once you stop putting pressure on the muse to show up, that is usually when the workflow becomes effortless. You do not want to put yourself in a position where you are burning yourself out or creating out of integrity with your highest potential. That is why it is helpful to pay attention to when you create the most comfortably and under what conditions you are able to produce your best work. The key to creating meaningful things is not to force it. When you find that you are inspired to create, make a quick mental or physical note about the time your inspiration struck, what may have inspired you, and what your physical state was like. Where were you? Did you just have a soothing cup of tea, or a filling meal? Did something specific provoke you to want to get back to your creative task? Once you understand the most favorable conditions for your creative workflow, then it is only a matter of time before you will be able to enter that workflow on your own time. Knowing where you like to work and what you like to work with, along with your most favorable physical conditions, can make all the difference in the world between an uninspired day and a day that is full of creative potential and accomplishments. The muse can strike at any given moment, it's true. But she is more likely to visit with somebody who will know exactly how to accommodate her. Understanding your creative workflow can help you to achieve things you might only have dreamt before. Mastering your destiny has never been easier. And if you want to learn more, I recommend you click the link in the description to learn how to survive and thrive as your best possible self. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and share it with your friends on Facebook and Twitter and Google+. Thank you for watching and see you next time.